The year is 586 BC. Jerusalem burns. The mighty Babylonian army storms through the city's broken walls. But in the chaos of falling stones and flying arrows, a small group of priests disappears into the night, carrying something that would never be seen again, the most powerful weapon ever created. This isn't fiction. This is the story of the Ark of the Covenant. The Bible describes its deadly power. And when they came to the threshing floor of Nacon, Uzzah put out his hand to the Ark of God and took hold of it, for the oxen stumbled. And the anger of the Lord was kindled against Uzzah, and God struck him down there because of his error, and he died there beside the Ark of God. 2 Samuel 6:6-7. Picture a golden chest crafted by divine instruction. Two winged creatures stretch their wings over its lid, where God himself would speak to man. But this was no mere religious symbol. In battle, armies fell before it. In its presence, waters parted and walls crumbled. The Bible gives us its exact specifications. They shall make an ark of acacia wood, overlay it with pure gold, make 2 cherubim of gold. The cherubim shall spread their wings above. Exodus 25:10-20. But this divine weapon came with divine warnings. Not even priests could touch it without consequence. The Bible records its lethal power. The Lord said to Moses, "Tell Aaron your brother not to come at any time into the holy place within the veil before the mercy seat, lest he die." Leviticus 16:2. And for good reason. The ark wasn't just a container, but God's throne on earth. Inside were the stone tablets of the 10 Commandments, Aaron's miraculous staff, and a jar of manna, physical proof of God's covenant with Israel. The Philistines were the first to learn what happens when you challenge the ark's power. After capturing it in battle, they placed it in the temple of their god Dagon. When the Philistines took the ark of God, they brought it into the house of Dagon and set it up beside Dagon. 1 Samuel 5:2. What followed was a demonstration of divine power that would terrify a nation. And when they arose early the next morning, behold, Dagon had fallen face downward on the ground before the ark of the Lord, and the head of Dagon, and both his hands were lying cut off on the threshold. 1 Samuel 5:4. But this was just the beginning. A mysterious plague struck every city where the ark traveled. The hand of the Lord was heavy against the people of Ashdod, and he terrified and afflicted them with tumors. 1 Samuel 5:6. After 7 months of devastation, the Philistines did something unprecedented. They begged their enemies to take back their weapon, send away the ark of the God of Israel, and let it return to its place, that it may not kill us and our people. 1 Samuel 5:11. For centuries, the ark rested in Solomon's temple, the most sacred place in Jerusalem. Kings came and went, but the ark remained, until the unthinkable happened. Babylon's armies surrounded the city. The Bible records the last known location. Solomon brought in the things that David his father had dedicated, and stored the silver, the gold, and all the vessels in the treasuries of the house of the Lord. 1 Kings 7:51. As Jerusalem's walls crumbled, something extraordinary occurred. The ark, the most precious object in Israel's history, vanished. The Babylonians cataloged every treasure they took from the temple, down to the smallest cup. The basins, the fire pans, the bowls, the pots, the lampstands, the dishes for incense, and the bowls for drink offerings. The captain of the guard took away. Jeremiah 52:18-19. But the ark, not mentioned, not a single word. For 2,500 years, people have searched for answers. Ancient traditions point in different directions. Ethiopian Christians claim it rests in Axum, guarded by monks. Jewish texts suggest it was hidden beneath the Temple Mount. But recent discoveries have revealed something unexpected. The Dead Sea Scrolls speak of temple treasures hidden before the invasion. In the dry valley of Achor, 60 talents of silver and sacred vessels. Archaeological evidence suggests elaborate tunnel systems beneath Jerusalem, some still unexplored today. But perhaps the most intriguing clue comes from an unlikely source, the last book of the Bible. In Revelation, John describes a vision. Then, God's temple in heaven was opened, and the Ark of his covenant was seen within his temple. Revelation 11:19. This single verse suggests something remarkable. The Ark wasn't lost. It was protected. Whether taken to heaven directly or hidden until a future time, it remains beyond human reach. The implications are staggering. The most powerful weapon ever created wasn't meant to be found. Its disappearance wasn't a tragedy. It was a divine plan. The Ark of the Covenant remains history's greatest mystery. But perhaps that's exactly as it should be. Some things are too powerful for human hands, and some weapons are meant only for God. But the story doesn't end here. The Ark's disappearance is just one of many extraordinary mysteries in biblical history. If you're fascinated by divine power, supernatural events, and hidden truths from ancient times, subscribe to Bible Heroes and Villains. Every week, we'll uncover more incredible stories that most people have never heard, from mysterious disappearances to supernatural beings, divine weapons to epic battles.